Welcome to Manna Inspirations podcast with the title Choosing Faith Over Fear. In today's episode, we'll be exploring the theme of putting our trust in God rather than giving in to fear. As Christians, we are called to live a life of faith, trusting in God's plan for us and relying on His promises. This can be challenging, especially in a world that often presents us with situations that induce fear and uncertainty. But with God's help, we can overcome these fears and live lives full of faith and confidence. One of the Bible verses that speaks directly to this topic is Isaiah 41, verse 10, which says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." This verse reminds us that God is always with us and that He will give us the strength and support we need to overcome our fears. When the enemy tries to intimidate you with fear, it is only a sign that something great is on the horizon for you, and you will reap it if you do not allow yourself to be distracted by fear. Another verse that can be given as an example of comfort in times of fear is Matthew 6 verse 34, which says, "Therefore, do not worry or do not be anxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble in its own." This verse reminds us not to be consumed by fear about the future, but instead to focus on living each day to the fullest, with faith and trust in God's plan for us. We are given each day to walk in purpose, but how we use it is determined by us. It is never easy to cast aside the cares of the future, but we are encouraged to take one day at a time and try to do what we can for each day to the best of our ability. You will realize that the very thing that you are anxious about will eventually work itself out. Romans 8 verses 28 reminds us that all things will work together for our good, no matter how things started out at the beginning. This is our heritage as children of God. The Bible also reminds us that fear and faith cannot coexist. In 2 Timothy 1 verse 7, we read, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." This verse reminds us that God has given us the power to overcome fear through His love and the soundness of mind that comes from a deep faith in Him. So in conclusion, choosing faith over fear is a central part of our Christian life. By relying on God's promises and putting our trust in Him, we can live lives full of faith, courage, peace, no matter what challenges we face. Thank you for tuning into Manna Inspirations. Until next time, may God bless you and give you the strength to choose faith over fear. And I am Sheena Martin.